Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a bit of a different kind of video. We just got our hands on the new Z790 Sonic motherboard from ASRock. I was really interested in this board the second I heard about it, and it just recently released. So yeah, I don't know, let's open it up and take a look. So I haven't really been a big fan of ASRock's motherboards in the past. A funny story about ASRock is it was the very first motherboard I ever got for my FX 8350 build, however many years ago that was. And I really did not like their BIOS setup, so I have never bought an ASRock board since, and a lot of people haven't been super in favor of ASRock lately, but like when I saw that they were partnered with the Sonic team to make this awesome motherboard, I decided to give them another chance, and honestly, so far the packaging has seemed really good on this stuff. Here's the big reveal. Woo! I actually really like the extra foam that they have going on inside of the box here. So go ahead and pull out the board. We'll look at that in a second. Let's see what kind of accessories maybe that we have in here. Get our own Sonic themed manual. That's kind of neat. I kind of expected them to just toss in like your standard just ASRock manual, but I mean, that's pretty cool. Obviously you got your like typical SATA. I guess we got a little ASRock sticker as well that we can use for putting on our desktop. Some straps. I mean, it's your stock standard kind of stuff you'd get with the motherboard, not anything too crazy. The real star of the show is the motherboard here. Now this is a Z790 board, so it's made for 13th gen Intel. Wow, I actually really love the color design and everything here. The blues look really good. One thing I will point out is I was perhaps led to believe that this was like an electronic screen showing this, and it's really just a reflective, you know, sticker, but it doesn't really take away from it that much. The cost of this board wasn't extremely high compared to other Z790 boards out there. It was only 250 bucks for, I mean, custom Sonic artwork and everything, so hard to complain. Even the little LGA 1700 bracket here has a little Sonic logo on it, which is kind of cool. It is just a sticker again, but I mean, it's still neat just to add these small touches to the board just to really like sell the whole Sonic thing. Take a look at the back plate really quick. They even have awesome Sonic artwork. I mean, I don't think you'll ever see this unless you do use certain kinds of cases that actually can showcase the back of your motherboard. Most cases don't, because the back of your motherboard usually doesn't have any cool artwork like this on it. So I kind of do like this touch for people that maybe will get a case and actually want to show some of this stuff off. It's actually really neat. They also have an actual piece of foam, seemingly probably to protect the artwork on the back, so that's another step. Packaging for this whole thing was really, really awesome. So yeah, one thing to always check out on these boards is like the VRMs and, you know, even the heatsink on it. These VRMs are going to be totally overkill for anything that 13th gen is doing, quite honestly. Like the Z790 boards are already a step up from what Z690 was doing, and Z690 was overkill in terms of, you know, the power draw and everything. So I mean, plenty of headroom to overclock and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome to see. They're not skimping out on it. I do like the heat sinks that they're using here. One interesting thing is this whole huge block isn't really a heat sink. There's kind of these little like gaps. There's kind of like these little gaps here. Trying to take a closer look, but there's basically like a little gap here kind of not covering some of this stuff. I don't know. I don't know if other boards it's just empty like that, but it seems like whenever I get like an Asus board or any other brands, that is usually completely covered. So I don't know. That's one interesting thing. It feels like a little flimsy. So I think usually it's supposed to be solid, but not a big deal. Another cool thing about what this board's got going on is it's using Gen 5 PCIe slots. So I mean, once again, it's totally overkill for gaming, but if you have a Gen 5 SSD, which I don't know if there's any that have come out yet, but they should be coming out with some soon, you'll be fully supported with that kind of stuff. I mean, you have your typical 4 RAM slots and stuff like that too. 2 PCIe slots. Plenty of storage room. I don't really have a screwdriver right now to take these plates off, but I think you even have 3 SSD slots as well on here. So once again, that should be plenty of stuff too. It's pretty stock standard things that you'd see on a typical, you know, Z790 motherboard. One downside I will point out is the audio for this board is kind of lower end. I'm gonna be honest, some people make a really big deal out of the audio on your motherboard, and from my experience at least, I always use like USB headphones and stuff which don't utilize any of this. You know, the people that really want to get super immersed and use like really high quality 5.1 surround sound, I get that this is a bit disappointing maybe, but I think for the vast majority of gamers, we're all using USB headsets and stuff like that, so for me it's not as big of a deal. Upside is you're getting 2.5 gig Ethernet. I mean, that's pretty standard at this point as well. And plenty of USB ports and even a USB-C port here. It's not anything that's like over the top, but you know, it's just your pretty standard stuff. And then we also have what would have been Wi-Fi ports, but I guess there's no Wi-Fi on this particular board, so that's kind of interesting. So they must have a separate version that has Wi-Fi in it that's different from this one. At least I hope. Otherwise there's just 2 empty holes here for like no good reason. You would have almost expected them to maybe put like some more Sonic stuff on the plate, but they didn't really do that. So that's gonna kind of do it for our quick like little overview of this board. We are gonna be doing a build based around this motherboard, so then we'll really be able to test it and see how it goes. Like I said, I have not had a whole lot of experience with ASRock boards lately. I usually avoid them. I'll go with something like Asus or Gigabyte or something like that usually. Even, I mean, MSI makes great boards, I just sometimes don't like the programs that they have associated with like their RGB lighting and stuff. But we'll see if ASRock kind of bumped up their game, especially with this motherboard. I'm hoping that the BIOS and everything is a little better from what I had experienced in the past. Like I said, it's been a very long time. Just to close out here, I just want to thank you guys for watching the video today. If you like the content on the channel, please consider subscribing. If you liked the video today, give it a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. And if you have any questions about the motherboard or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below about it. I'll do my best to answer any questions you guys have. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in another video.